Oh, pardon me and my sweet tooth. Pop says I'm insatiable. I sure can't deny it today, because today we're going to make my famous molasses cookies. Pop used to bring all the fellas home from work just to give them a taste of my goodies. First, we're going to cream together the wet stuff. 3/4 of a cup of shortening, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. Then we add the molasses. 3/4 of a cup will do. In another bowl, we mix together the dry stuff. 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon each of cinnamon, ginger, and salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now we add the dry to the wet and mix it up real good and refrigerate for 2 hours. This makes about 4 dozen cookies, by the way, enough to make a lot of hungry men happy, or kids, whatever. This batter is already chilled, and now we're going to make cute little balls about the size of walnuts. Roll each ball in sugar and place on a greased baking sheet. Then flatten your balls with the bottom of a drinking glass. You may need to flour the glass to keep it from sticking to your balls. In you go, little fellas. We're going to bake you at 360 degrees for 5 to 7 minutes. While we're waiting, Margot in Halifax asks, Grandma Fancy, what's the difference between blackstrap molasses and fancy molasses? Well, Margot, blackstrap molasses is a byproduct of the sugar refining process, while fancy molasses is made directly from pure sugar cane. Blackstrap molasses has a strong, bitter taste. It'll put hair on your chest, and your husband probably wouldn't favor that, unless he's into that kind of thing. So Margot, if a recipe calls for just molasses, for the love of all things sacred, use Crosby's fancy molasses. Sweet Mother Superior, that's delicious. No wonder I'm the first to sell out at the bake sale. There's not a man in town who doesn't want my cookie. For more of my sweet stuff, go to crosbys.com.